Hey, thank you so much for being interested in this training about how to have your already gone viral posts make you money. Like, how do you monetize those posts that already went viral? And first, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to express your interests. Thank you for taking the time to share how much of an important topic this is for you. So I'm super happy to bring you this information. And also, I just want to preface this by saying that personally, I had a little bit of anxiety in creating this training. And what it brought to light for me to share with you is that before you go to make that post that potentially could go viral, could reach millions, hundreds of thousands of people, is that we don't really get anxiety or nervous before doing something that is mundane. Like, I don't really get that much anxiety when I'm just going to go to the supermarket. But before I do something great, before I do something that makes a difference, that's when that anxiety comes in. So if you feel anxiety before that viral post that you're creating, you know that you're about to step into something big, something that's about to make a huge impact. So know that that feeling has a purpose. Awesome. There's a lot of power in going viral because you reach more and more people with your message that would have otherwise stayed in your notebook, stayed in your head, stayed in your thoughts, and not actually reach the people who need to hear that message. So let me give you an overview of what it is that we're going to talk about today. So that way you can be prepared and feel free to, jot down a few things that really resonate for you, whether they're powerful action items or just ways to look at the phenomenon of going viral that can impact who it is that you're being when you create that post and when you monetize that post. So first, we're going to talk about understanding what virality, I know that's a word, what virality is, what going viral is. Second, we're going to talk about how to evaluate the post. Like, how do we assess the viral post? Like, what do you need to look for? What are the KPIs, key performance indicators? Also, we'll talk about thirdly, some monetization strategies, and lastly, we'll talk about best practices for monetization. Like, there are some things that we can think about ethically, morally, legally, and also just things to really get our creative mind flowing. So we'll start there. So going viral, right? Typically, there is a formula. And when I say formula, I just mean that there are key ways to understand how posts or why posts go viral in the first place. And one of them is that they have an emotional impact, right? The post goes viral because people can feel it. It in its own way penetrates that barrier between you and the rest of the millions or billions of posts that you're scrolling through on your feed. When you get people to feel something, that's when they want to share it, whether it's a chuckle, whether it's compassion from a story that's being told, or whether it's making them smile. All of those are feelings, and people want to share those feelings with the ones that they love, the ones that are in their community. So getting people to feel emotional impact is absolutely a key a key a key factor that plays a role in having posts go viral. The second is relatability. That you can try to make people laugh, right? But if you're not connected to them or they're not connected to you, it could be funny, but if they're not connected to it, they may not actually feel it, right? So that's the second part, is the relatability. And here's an example. Maybe it is, I don't know if you remember all of those Kermit posts that went viral about Kermit sipping tea, right? They went viral because they were relatable. The people who were sharing them were the ones who watched Sesame Street growing up as a child. So you have a whole slew of people who relate to the Kermit character, and they're like, hey, Kermit's doing something different than I remember. These seagulls are going wild out here. So that's the relatability factor. The third is timing. And timing can be, for instance, timing in the cultural landscape. If there is an important message that is being shared in the mass media, it could be politics, it could be, about something that's going on in the world, just a big current event that people are hearing about. Well, if your post is a commentary on that widespread issue, then that actually increases the relatability of that post. And it's like, oh yeah, I was just listening to something like that, something about that on the news. And now you come and you post a meme about it. That is the timing that creates viral posts. You have the external world to help you get your message out, to help you create relatability, to help you create emotional impact. So feel free to look at your environment, see what's going on, and use that as fuel for your post going viral. And then there is the key point of shareability. So let's say that I have a post that I would love to go viral, but I only share it in a closed private Facebook group. Now, my opportunity to go viral is very slim because that post cannot be shared outside of that closed private Facebook group. So it's my job, it's your job to make sure that your post can be shared, whether it's on Facebook, making sure that the share option is available, making sure that it's on a public profile, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on TikTok. Just make sure your settings are set up so that as many people can share the posts, because that's literally what happens when it goes viral. It means that it's been shared thousands or even millions of times. That's how it goes from one person to another. So to make sure that that tool is enabled is super important. Okay, so that covers understanding the viral post, the things that make it go viral, right? The key points of a viral post that have it be such. And feel free to go and look at your favorite viral post and check, go through the checklist. Is it emotionally impactful? Is it relatable? Is it like good timing in the cultural environment of the landscape of social media? And is it shareable? Was it shareable when it went viral? So the second thing is, like, how do you evaluate that post when you go back to take a look? Well, one lens that you can use is just to understand its appeal. Is it appealing because it says something edgy? Is it appealing because it is friggin' hilarious? Is it appealing because it features something that is desirable amongst a lot of people? Like really delicious looking food goes viral very quickly, right? So that's one way to understand its appeal, is just to go look at it. Like really dig deep inside yourself what appeals to it for you. And what appeals for you may be different from the next person. Maybe there are several ways that it's appealing, and that differs from one person to the next. So it's just something to look at. Maybe when you do evaluate a post, you might even ask a friend, hey, what is appealing about this post to you? And when you find out that answer, you can add that to your secret recipe for creating your next post that that could potentially go viral, because now you know what got that one out there. All right, so just mix it in the ingredients for what it is that you're going to do next for yourself. Awesome. And also identify the target audience. There was a woman who reached out to me. She had it was like a 5 to 7 second Facebook reel go viral. It had over 1 million views. And to look at it, from my perspective, I was very curious, what had this post go viral? It was quick and to the point, and I saw that it shared some really critical information, but what I was able to find from assessing it is that she had a very specific target market. This post was a post that was of a woman. I believe that she was pregnant, and they had done a body wrap for that woman. So what they did was they showed the unraveling of that entire body wrap, and it was something that like like 20 feet or something like that. And they could see the whole wrap extending across the length of the room. And that was it. It was just a woman being unwrapped from a body wrap, right? What I realized is that the target audience for that post was pregnant women, or both, and right? It was pregnant women and birth caregivers, so doulas, midwives, nurse practitioners, doctors. Like, these were the people that wanted to see this post. It had a very specific target audience. It wasn't just something that was for everyone, which was why I partially didn't even get it when I first watched it. But once I started to understand who it was for, then it made a lot of sense. They were showing a part of the process that a lot of people didn't see, that a lot of people were interested in seeing. And those 5 to 7 seconds were very crucial for those people in that target audience to have an understanding of a process that a woman would go through. So identifying the target audience is absolutely an important way to understand, like, your viral post. When you go back and you look at it, like, who was I talking to? Who is the person that was most impacted by what it is that I just shared? And you'll have a deeper understanding of how to continue to engage with them, and also how to do it again. And then the third aspect of evaluating your viral post is also just having a look at the analytics. Like, the analytics are there as your friend. On Instagram, you can go back and look and see, well, how old were the people who were really interested in my viral post? Instagram will show you right away. Also, were the viewers male or female? So if you want to kind of reverse engineer who your target audience is or was, then you can go back and you can look at the analytics and find out that information. All these birds are going crazy. Somebody must be feeding them. I should get my camera and go out there for a viral post, right? Anyone who feeds birds would be very interested in this one. Let's talk about monetization strategies. There's 4 strategies that I'm going to share with you now. One is sponsored content. Like, when we hear the word sponsorship, it can bring up a lot of things, and also it can represent something that feels really inaccessible, right? Sponsorship just means someone who pays for something that you post or do in your post. It could be $5. It could be $1. It could be being paid, for instance, on Fiverr.com. There are people who put up, let's see, there's one specific example that someone said, oh yeah, I'll make a post and it will be your name spelled out in potato salad. And let me tell you, there were thousands of people paying, I think it was just a couple of bucks, likely $5, for someone to spell their name out in potato salad. Now, there's a whole lot to digest from what just happened, with that going viral, to go back to how do you evaluate that post and what does it mean to those people, right? And you can do that too. You can do that specific strategy, like, say, this is a theme and I will make a post in this theme. Or you'll see very often that people who have a lot of followers, they will say, hey, you can pay me $5 and I'll post your content. So there's a few ways to go about sponsorship. And when you're first getting started, feel free to begin wherever it feels comfortable for you. There is no perfect way to do it. There's no right way to do it. But sponsorship just means money, period. I should say currency, period. Sometimes the currency is free stuff. Like, for instance, there was an influencer that I was working with, and she would receive a box of free clothing from an athletic clothing store every month. And all they asked was that she make a post about it. And she did, right? She didn't receive any money, but the currency was free clothing. And it could be the same for you. You can reach out and make that proposal to an ice cream store, a coffee shop, a restaurant, in exchange for anything, really. This is your world. You get to create what that opportunity looks like. Okay. Another way to monetize is through affiliate links. And just in case you don't know what an affiliate link is, an affiliate link is a link that you use that is issued by another company. An example is Amazon. Amazon has an affiliate program called Amazon Associates, and you can choose any product on Amazon and get an affiliate link and share it. That means whenever somebody clicks on your link, there's special coding in that link, which is why it has to be issued by the actual, store or product provider. But when a person who views your post clicks on your link and buys something, you get a piece of the action. You get actual monetary compensation for that. And it varies for every single opportunity. Amazon, they could pay a percentage. They could pay a certain dollar amount. And also they'll tell you exactly what they want the person to do before they give you that commission. Maybe they want a person to become a member of something. Maybe they just want a straight up purchase. There's so many different ways. And you can even create these opportunities by asking a company. If you don't know where their affiliate program is, and usually the information is in the footer of their website, you don't see anything there, you can call them up, write them, DM them, and ask them to create the opportunity, because chances are you're not the only one who's thinking this. So what you're doing is you're opening up possibilities for you, and it's mutually beneficial, because you're opening up possibilities for them so that they can have people put their affiliate link on their viral post too. So it's a win-win situation to create that possibility. And then the third and fourth ways to monetize a post, and this can happen before or after it goes viral, by the way, all of these monetization strategies. Let's say that you have a post that goes viral, you can go back and stick an affiliate link in there. Okay. So the third way is just to increase your followers, right? Because that way you're building for the future. You're building your audience for the future. And the more followers you have, the more opportunities you have for people to share your post a bunch of times. And that's what makes the post go viral. So by you maybe even going back through the messages or the comments and being like, hey, or including it in your message at the end, follow, like, subscribe. If you like this post, sometimes people, a lot of times, most times, people like to be told what to do. It's called a call to action. So make sure that at the end of all of your posts, there's a call to action, or even in the description, like, follow me. That's what I'd like for you to do. Follow me. Or like this post, or share this post with someone who you feel really needs it. By the way, you're welcome to share this training with someone who you feel could really use an understanding of viral posts, how to go viral, and how to monetize it even after you've gone viral. That's my invitation to you. That's my call to action to you. So So far in our monetization strategies, we've got sponsored content. You get someone to pay you for it. The second is affiliate marketing. You put in an affiliate link. The third is increase your followers so that way you can build for the future and also have a more likelihood of you going viral because there's more people there to share it. And then the fourth is collaborate with other creators and brands. After you've gone viral, you can reach out to, here's an example, Nike. Say, hey, look, I've had this post, that went viral. It's gotten 2.3 million followers. I'd love to partner with your brand and create some content for the next time that I go viral. And what's great is that you have proof in the pudding. You can send them a link to the post. You can even, direct their attention based on your evaluation of what made it go viral and tell them that you'll use that same ingredient in your next one to create, that viral potential. And that's what companies like to hear. They like to hear that you get it and that you're willing to implement what it is that you know and what you've learned from your last viral post into helping them get more exposure. So that's gold. That is gold. So here are some additional best practices for after you go viral to bring in money to yourself and your brand. One is engage your audience. There are going to be comments galore and potentially even messages, DMs galore. Respond to each and every one of them. One is that it's going to help the actual algorithm of the post itself continue to gain views, to gain followers. For instance, if you see on Facebook that even the post that you commented viral on, I'm going through and I am responding to each one of your comments. One, so that you can understand that I'm on it and that I'm sending you this video, this training. But second, so that Facebook can see, hey, this post is getting a lot of engagement. It's not just people commenting, it's actually generating a conversation. And that's something that Facebook really appreciates in the algorithm. Not just a one-way commentary, but a two-way dialogue. That's what social media is about, creating a way for people to be social. And that means responding to people. That means creating comments, creating dialogues, creating. And that's what you're doing. And that's what you're showing them that you're doing when you do that, when you respond to each message, when you respond to each comment. Another way is to, what we said before is that if there are no affiliate links or even your website, maybe you're a coach and you have a service that's related to the post. You'd want to have your website in there so people can come see you and participate in what it is that you're offering. Let them know, hey, this post was about depression and I'm a psychologist, come see me. We've got to tell them, and by them I mean your viewers, your audience, tell them what to do. Tell them how it is that they can continue to get value from what it is that we share. People want to know this. People want more of you. Awesome. The third thing is be transparent. If you do decide to put an affiliate link, or your website in there, let people know this link goes to a paid offer, or I may receive commission by you using this link. People want to know who you're being about your content. Are you being sneaky? That gives off a certain vibe. Or are you being open and being like, hey, by you clicking this link, you're supporting me so that I can make more content. People really appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate honesty. I appreciate truth. And I appreciate being able to have the opportunity to support that person. Like, that's something actually that I look for in a lot of posts. And the last one, and what we're talking about, is best practices for bringing money to you and your brand after going viral. The last one is using this post as a stepping stone as opposed to just a one-off opportunity. this post is, it's like issuing a song, right? You know, Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby, right? You could stop there and be a one-hit wonder, or you can continue to put out albums and see what happens, right? So after this post, also just note the nature of social media. Whatever post you make next is likely going to get a lot of attention too, because it is adjacent, it's right next to that post that you did on your profile that went viral. Usually the post before and the post after are going to get some extra attention just because it's in the vicinity of the viral post that you did. So it would be a great idea to really utilize that opportunity wisely and have that post be impactful, in terms of monetization, in terms of value, in terms of really understanding who it is that you're talking to, so that you can give them what it is that that they want, that they need, that you're here to serve them with. So let's recap. One, we understand now what it means to go viral, how you get there, what are some of the ingredients that you can put into your post so that it does go viral. Two, we've understood how to evaluate the post, right? How can you go back and look at a viral post, whether it's yours or someone else's that is doing maybe similar content to you? How can you extract all the gold from that and understand what those ingredients are that you could use to potentially go viral another time, again, or the next time? Third, we talked about monetization strategies. And these are strategies that you can use both before, and then number four is that we talked about strategies that you can definitely use after you go viral. So there's monetizations for both before you go viral and also while you go viral, and also the things that you can do while you're going viral, to continue to have it gain interest and to really reach a lot of people. You have the power to impact millions through one post. And if you be with your post in that way before you post it, the possibilities are limitless. You could go viral 3, 4, 5 times in a span of a month. Open your mind to the possibilities of this being something normal, of this being a routine for you. Okay, this is my routine. My post went viral. I know what to do now during, I know what to do after. Great. And I'm prepared to do it over and over and over again. That possibility is here for all of us, no matter how many followers we have, no matter what subject it is that we're talking about, no matter who it is that we're talking to. And just approaching you creating your post that way has it be possible. And it can be a surprise. There's tons of examples out there. Feel free to check them out. And remember, no shame, no gain, right? If you're too ashamed to put your content out there, remember that this could be a message that you're sitting on, that people are waiting on. And that quote reached me from Les Brown. The message that you are sitting on is the message that people could be waiting on. So please DM me, let me know what was the biggest thing that landed for you, and I will send you an invitation to a masterclass where we cover this and so much more. There are so many ways that you can have your content, you can have your people see you. And we call that the Be Your Own Publicist Masterclass. We go through 6 different ways, and going viral is just one of them. So DM me masterclass, and I'll send you an invitation, and we'll continue to rock and roll. See you out there.